You might wonder, why do elections matter in Toastmasters? Well, besides giving you a break from your usual meetings, it's about empowering everyone to have a voice in shaping our fraternity's future, right? So, to give us an orientation on how the election system works uh, and how you can exercise your mandate, we have with us our district admin manager, who is a performance optimization coach and author, a mentor, uh, and she will run you through the system, the election system itself. So please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Pragnya Venigalla on the stage, on the screen, please. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Pragnya.
Thank you so much, CTD DTM Harish Krishnan. A very good evening to all of you. And it's my pleasure to be here and to give you an overview of how the elections will be conducted and how you as a voter can exercise your vote. Right. So to give you a brief overview, first off, we have a credential chair who is none other than DTM Hashim Halim, who will first of all, as the first step before the elections even happen, provide a list of the eligible voters. This is based on the eligibility of the club, the member, and all various other conditions which the credential chair will validate. Once the list is validated, he will come after this and he will speak more about it. And if you have any questions regarding eligibility, he would be the right person to address them. So once we have this list, we will run the elections on an online software called Election Buddy, right? So I'll show you briefly how it's very simple to, actually cast your votes. We'll show you how that happens. And we'll also run a mock election today just to see, just so that you get a practice of this and you can guide your fellow members. Is everybody with me? Is that okay? Awesome. Thank you so much. So first off, I'm just sending you all a form. So if you want to participate in this mock election, please fill in this form. Okay, it will just ask you for your name, email ID, and number of votes. For now, we're not validating this list, but ideally this list is provided to us from the credential chair, like I mentioned. So for now, just to play around, feel free to choose the number of votes you want to actually cast. Thank you, DGD Ann. Yes, I've received about 32 responses so far, so we'll just give it another minute. The reason we're asking to do this is only so that we can run the mock election here. But on the day of council, when you come in, we would have already validated the votes. We would have already validated eligible criteria. And we will also validate how many votes are available per person. Now, we have questions about proxies. Now, there are no proxies allowed apart from within a club. So, for example, a club's VP Education and president, both of them need to be having a vote. But in case, say, for example, a president is not able to attend, the VP Education of the club can have 2 votes. All right. And of course, a district leader can have up to 3 votes based on, they could be a club president and they could be a district leader. That is absolutely fine. So in that case, they can have 3 votes as well. Okay, when I mean district leaders, I'm talking about the district team and the division directors and area directors. Okay, 30 more seconds. Please fill in the form if you want to participate in the mock election. We're just doing this for fun today, but next week when we meet for the council, we will have the official elections. We will run every election. So like DTM VP was mentioning, that we follow the Roberts rules. So every 1 point will be discussed at a time. So we will start having the elections from the district director first. Once that has closed, we will move on to the program quality director, then the club growth director, and then the division directors in alphabetical sequence. So that will be division A director, division B director, and so on. Right, so these are the only elected positions that we will be having an election for. Okay, so I see about 38 responses. So I'm just setting this up. So there is a little bit of backend that we need to do. So you'll have to be patient while we do that. You'll have to keep looking at our faces in the meantime. Okay, so before I launch the election, let me show you what you will receive and how you need to cast your vote. Okay. So I have a test election which I have ran before this. So you will receive something similar. I'm just sharing my screen. So you will basically receive an email. So today you will receive it on the email ID that you have mentioned to us. On the council day, you will receive the email ID to your TMI official email ID. Right? So in case there is something wrong with your email ID, you're not able to access it or anything, please let us know. Now, I understand all of you have registered for the meeting on a Zoom registration link with whatever email IDs that you are using on a more frequent basis. These are different from the ones you have registered for TMI. The registration email ID will not be considered. The TMI email ID will be considered. So in case there is some discrepancy, please bring it to my attention at least 2 days before the election. On the election day, we will not be able to sit and validate your email IDs. And please don't come back on that day saying, I have not received an email. That's an incorrect email ID. I hope this is clear. So we have multiple links happening. So I don't want to confuse you here. So we had a Zoom registration link that will help you get into the meeting. You have your TMI registered email ID, which is what we will be using for the election. So that email ID is where you will get this email on the day of election. Okay. Awesome. So you will receive a simple email like this. It will come from Election Buddy. It should be there. So please check your spam folder or anything. If your email ID entered is correct, you will receive it. Okay. Now here, there's just some instructions which you can read through. It's as simple as click on this link to vote. Okay, there is a unique link for everybody, so you cannot forward your link to anyone else, ask them to vote on your behalf. None of that will work. There is a unique link and you can vote only once. Okay, now you have to simply click on this link, or you have to click on the below link here and enter this unique code, right? So for now, I will click on this link. Right, are you able to see the next one?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So right now it says voting closed because this is an old one. So let me run our current election. So all of you should receive one email, okay? Just give me a second. So we will have already preloaded all this backend work on that day because we already have the list, right? So today we have to do a little bit because we're taking a dynamic list from you all. Okay, so I've started the vote. Yes, so you will all now receive an email. Let me show you the email that I have received also. Okay, so let me share my screen so you can follow with me. All right. So a similar email as last time. All right. So on that day, you will receive vote now Toastmasters hyphen, for example, district director election, or you will receive Toastmasters hyphen division A director election. Okay. So each position will come as a separate email. So when you scroll down, click on the link. Yes, you should be able to see a page. Can you see my voting page? Yeah. Okay. So here you'll see, please cast your vote. And now in this example case, I have 2 votes. Okay. You'll see here how many votes are available to you. This is whatever you have selected in the Google form for now. But on the council day, this is already predetermined by our credential chair. So here you have to select whom you want to vote for. Now this is a sample election. So I'm just going to say 1 vote for Matt Damon, 1 vote for Julia Roberts because I have 2 votes. Now if I do not select, it will say here you have used 1 of 2 available votes. Okay. Now it is up to me if I want to select 2 votes for the same person or 1 vote for 2 different people. Okay. So let's say, for example, I want to put both votes for Matt Damon because I like Matt Damon. All right. And that's who I want as the director of this special club. Now you can select your votes and click on continue. Please note this does not finish your ballot. It opens another page where it shows you your vote and it asks you to review and click on submit. Now this is very important. If you have not clicked on continue, if you have not clicked on submit, but have clicked on only continue, your ballot will not be counted. Right? So please click on submit. Once you've clicked on submit, you will be able to get this confirmation. Thank you. Until you see this, your ballot has not been registered. Okay, so today we're just running a mock election. Only those who filled the Google form just now would have received it. Okay. Is this clear? It's fairly simple. Every time we run an election, we will be able to, you'll get an email. You will click on your link, go to the page, cast your votes based on you have 1 vote, 2 votes, 3 votes, whatever is your particular case as determined by the credential chair. You will be able to cast your vote. You'll need to click on continue, verify whom you have voted for, and click on submit, which is super, super important. Please don't miss this step. Right, so I see some of our voters have voted in our mock election today. Okay, 32 people have voted, so I'm assuming somebody has not. But are you curious? You want to see who won between Matt Damon and Julia?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, let me show you.
We want to know.
Yes. So the results are in. So we have 32 ballots submitted out of 35 eligible voters. Okay, so somebody opened and they did not vote. Okay, so it'll tell us also that you have clicked on it. Maybe you did not click on submit. So here today we have Matt Damon, who's the winner with 54%. So 28 votes cast for Matt Damon and Julia Roberts, 23 votes. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's just a little bit of back-end setup that takes time during this mock call. But on that final day, there will be no such issues. I will ensure we're on top of that. Is that okay? It's a very straightforward tool, and we're going to make it as easy and seamless as possible for all of you. We will run a mock even on the day of the council to make sure everybody is getting the emails. If somebody has an issue, we'll take a little bit of pause to sort any issues that we can. We'll do our best to make sure all our votes are counted. Of course, we're all human, so please bear with us in case of any issues. All right, thank you everybody for this opportunity to demonstrate the amazing tool, Election Buddy. And over to you, CGD.